And there are golden structures everywhere. They're very tall. They're kind of jagged like crystals. And they're bright gold, radiating light. And the ground is warm beneath my feet, like a stone that's been in the sun all day. Everything is bright and warm.
Beautiful. Look at yourself. Do you feel like you have a body?
Yes.
Look down at your feet. How many toes do you have?
5.
Look at your hands. How many fingers do you have?
5.
Look at your skin tone. How does it feel? What color tone is it?
It feels very golden as well.
Are you wearing any clothing?
Yes.
What does it look like?
It's shimmery and flowy, somewhat iridescent, like no solid color, but lots of different colors.
Are you wearing any jewelry?
I have a necklace. It's golden with a green stone.
You're able to connect to this necklace and this stone. Connect to it now. Ask it, does it have a message for you?
Connecting to my heart space so that I lead through my heart.
Ask it, how does it assist you?
It's like a projector. I wear it over my heart and it shines my heart energy out and it expands to the world around me.
Beautiful. Are you carrying anything?
No.
What is it that you feel like you're doing in this space?
I live here. I feel like I built this space.
What else stands out within this space of importance?
I see trees as well. It's like the landscape and the buildings are connected. Like they all coexist together instead of one destroying the other. And the trees have the same golden glow. You can hear a waterfall nearby.
Keep moving time. Keep moving time and see what you do of importance in this space. What do you do next?
I'm in a room in some kind of temple-like building. There's a large table. I'm sitting around it with other beings, and we're discussing things of importance.
What do they look like? Do they look like you?
Yes.
How many of you are there?
7.
Describe more your surroundings as far as what you're speaking of. Is there anything that stands out?
There's lots of windows, lots of light coming in. It's kind of like a castle, but warm and inviting and bright. It's just a big table and chairs around it. Lots of beautiful things made from precious metals and stones.
You said that you're discussing importance. You're able to see, sense, feel, hear, know everything very clearly now, very clearly. What is it that you all are discussing?
We're discussing things about Earth, about its purpose.
Tell me about Earth's purpose.
It's like a place to do shadow work, a place to transmute energy. When things go there, they're heavy, and when they leave, they're lighter. And it's a beautiful process.
Wonderful. Keep moving time. Tell me what you all keep talking about.
One of the people in the group is going to have a baby, a girl.
They're going to have a baby within this space, this golden planet?
Yes.
How do you know that she's going to have a baby?
She knows that she's pregnant. And she's telling us about it. She's very happy. It's like she's going to go somewhere else because she's having a baby.
She is?
Yes.
The mother?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
We're happy for her.
Do you have any role with Earth and how you're discussing it? Anything else of importance?
It feels like we anchor the light. It feels like we remind people of Earth's purpose.
How do you remind them?
It feels like we communicate with humans on Earth, like little guides or angels, like we talk to them to help them remember. It's almost like we whisper to them, but they can't see us. We remind them what they're there to do, that they're love.
How do you do that within this space? What do you have to do that for them?
It's like we travel there in our sleep or in meditation, and we interact in whatever way we can to give them signs and to give them feelings and to guide them towards people and places. It almost feels like we're just spirit guides for the human collective.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, show us an example of importance, an example of when you're doing this with perhaps someone. You're able to sense and see very clearly. Tell me what's going on.
I see a man who's laying down and he's sad, and I lay down beside him and send him light and love, and he can't see me or hear me or really feel me except within his own body. It's like I'm creating pictures inside his head, like I'm creating visuals for him to see, showing him something that inspires him, that makes him happy. It's like I communicate with his subconscious.
Does it work? Are you able to help him?
Yes, but he doesn't understand it. It's just feelings within him, but it makes him feel lighter.
Good. Anything else you want to share about this experience?
We all do this while people are awake and while they're asleep. We show them things and give them messages and signs. And the more they're able to connect with themselves, the more clearly they can understand our messages. At first, it's just in the subconscious, but then the more they awaken, the more they can communicate with us directly.
Wonderful. Keep moving time within the space. What happens next of importance?
I see what seems to be Earth in the future, and I can see us interacting freely with humans. They can all see us now and communicate with us now. And we can be on Earth whenever we want and return home whenever we want.
Let's go back in time to right before the shift occurred. You're there now. Tell me what's going on that allowed for that, what you just mentioned happened.
A massive influx of energy.
Where is this coming from?
It's coming from all around the Earth, towards the Earth.
Is it coming from within Earth or outside of Earth?
Mostly outside of Earth, some within Earth as well.
Mm-hmm. And where's it coming from? Outside of Earth?
It's coming from many places, from many planets, from many stars and suns and many beings. It's like all of our source light combined in an infinite moment.
Beautiful. Keep moving time as you feel, you see that energy all around Earth. Tell me what's going on.
Earth is adjusting. It's beautiful, but tricky.
Why is it tricky?
Because some people can't handle the energy.
So what's going on with those people that can't handle it?
I see them holding their chests, people even falling down. They're not dying, they're just adjusting. It's like their body is recalibrating.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like so much is happening, but everything is still at the same time. It's like a moment out of time.
Are those people who are having a hard time, are they able to keep moving forward on Earth? Are they able to get up?
Yes, other people who aren't having as hard of a time, they help them.
How do they help them?
Once
Go ahead.
they stand up, and these other people, they help them stand up, and then there's just like a knowing. They all just know and understand.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, then we can interact. Then they can see me and people like me, and everyone just understands.
Were there any people that weren't able to make it past this energy?
Yes, but they weren't here. They already left.
Back in time to when that happened, when those people that couldn't recalibrate that energy that was sent back in time, the people that couldn't handle that, were there now. Tell me what's going on.
There's a lot of chaos. Everything is noisy. There's a lot of fear. A lot of people are afraid, and it's like they can't see really what's going on. It's like there's this separation. It's like there's a veil between them and what's happening. They don't understand. They don't get it. And they all start to leave in different ways. It feels like some people die, sudden, strange occurrences. It feels like other people leave while we're sleeping. People are just gone, just disappearing. It's just less people now, less humans on Earth.
Okay. What does the Earth look like? Say before this energy, this immense energy you explained came to it, did it look different than what it looked like after the wave? This energy?
Yes, the Earth before the energy looks cloudy, kind of gray and messy. It's like there hasn't been as much upkeep.
And what happens once the energy infuses with the Earth?
Everything is much brighter. Everything is clearer and cleaner. And things that no longer match the frequency are just gone. It's like they're not destroyed. It's just that they don't match the frequencies. They just can't exist there anymore. So they just are gone. And there's going to be new things that will be built. Lots of healing is taking place.
What about the people? You mentioned the Earth goes through a transformation. What about the people that were able to withstand this energy? Do they stay looking the same or do they look different after this energy?
They're a little bit less physical. They seem kind of shining and lighter, more energetic and less dense.
Good. How about animal life? Are there any left on the Earth?
Yes, there's lots of animals, and they're around more. The humans now, they're not separate or afraid.
Okay. And you mentioned that after this fusion wave of energy, that you were able now to join those people in full communication. Can you explain that?
Yes, so now with this new awareness, they can see me, they can see people like me, and they know that we've been talking to them and that we've been giving them messages, and they remember us now, and we can coexist with them now. We don't live here, but we will help them build, and we can come here anytime we want.
So now that the Earth has gone through this vast transformation, tell me tell me what you can tell me what you can of the Earth and what it's like now.
It's just lighter. Ecosystems are being restored, and the abundance is being evenly dispersed as it was meant to be. And the people are working together to heal the earth and to heal the structures and to build new structures and to create communities and connect people. It's very beautiful. It's very joyous. It feels like there is less of the people that were originally there, but there's more beings that are visible now.
Tell me more about these beings that stand out. What do they look like?
There are all different types. Some beings look very alien. Some beings are human ancestors, and they're all visible now, and they're all working together now. Many of them come and go to different planets or ships or different places on Earth. There's a lot of movement, a lot of work to be done, but it's joyous work.
Sounds so beautiful. Very good. And what happened once the Earth went through this transformation of energy being sent from different parts of the universe? You said, go ahead and zoom out and look at the universe in a perspective. Tell me what happens to the rest of the universe. Do they go through some form of transformation as well? Or is it just this Earth?
The light ripples out and affects everything. It has an impact everywhere, but this is the primary area of change. Everything else feels like an aftershock, but the waves of energy do ripple outward to everything else. This step in the evolution of the universe does impact the entire universe, but the most impact is on Earth.
Wonderful. And these people that were the people that couldn't make it, where is, you said that they were gone. Where is it that they are at now?
They returned to source.
The people that couldn't make it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Going back in time, looking at these people that couldn't make it, why do you think that they couldn't make it? You're able to perhaps look at their energy body. What do they look like? What's going on?
They just weren't ready. They couldn't see through
Mm-hmm.
the lies and the veil that's been created. They held too much fear. They
What
put
are
up
their
walls around them.
mm-hmm. What does their energy look like?
Dense. It's very heavy. It's
Mm-hmm.
very stagnant. It's not a lot of movement within their field.
Is there anything you see um, within them? Like, do you feel that they're all organic, or do they have any inorganics within them that could be causing this density?
There's definitely some outside force that's made it harder for them to connect.
Mm-hmm.
They feel farther from nature, farther from their natural state. Their nature is still there. Their source light is still there, but it's almost as if they can't access it. It's too blocked. It's like there's darkness around their light that it doesn't allow it to be reached.
Mm-hmm. Does this darkness take any shape or form to it?
It's like tar.
Mm-hmm.
It's like thick and sludgy, and it moves very, very slowly. It's dense. It's very heavy.
Mm-hmm. So then, with this wave of energy comes forth, they're not able to shift. So you said that they return back to source.
Yeah, the light can't reach their light. It
Mm.
can't get through the tar, and it causes it would have destroyed their physical vessels trying to get to their source light. So they had to leave before.
Okay. What does that look like when they leave their vessel?
Some of them leave through dying. Some of them leave in crafts. It's like a lot of them are leaving at one time. It's like an event.
Mm-hmm. And what do they look like as they're leaving? Do they look, as you said that,
They
you know?
look
Mm-hmm.
they look like they're asleep. Like they're not asleep, but they're not interacting. They don't have any emotions.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
very zombie like, just
Mm-hmm.
leaving.
And there's nothing else that is able to be done because the body is too dense, and so they just have to leave the body and return back to source. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they have to try again. They have to start over.
Reset.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because the soul became and the body became too distorted
Yes.
and heavy. Okay.
They couldn't access it.
Got it. Was that for all of the ones that weren't able to make it past this event,
Yes.
as you call it?
Yes.
Okay. Were there not none that were able to perhaps go to a space where they could, instead of returning straight to source, was there not a space where they could perhaps repeat their level or um, heal? There was no other option but returning back to source.
The ones who could have healed it stayed on Earth to allow the energy wave to heal it. Otherwise, they all went back to source.
Okay, so there was some that were they were not as dense, would you say?
Yeah, the ones that were able to access their own source light, they were able to stay on Earth and allow the energy wave.
Mm,
Those people fell down
yes.
and felt the adjustments in their bodies very
Okay.
drastically.
Those were the people that fell down at the beginning you were explaining. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Even though, okay, got it. Would you explain that did these people not have that black tar in them like the other ones?
Some had some,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't completely blocking out their source light. There was still pathways to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
So the energy was able to break through without killing their physical vessel.
Okay. What do you think this black tar is?
It feels like
Listen.
it feels like toxic waste, like something man-made mixed with blocked emotions. It's like things that we ingest that then latch on to trauma and to emotional blockages, and then it creates this thickness.
Mm-hmm.
It may come from vaccines, it may come from toxins in our foods, in the air, but it interacts with what's already in your energetic body. So people with a lot of unhealed trauma, people with a lot of blocked emotions, it latches onto those things and creates this barrier. So the two things work together to ultimately block the source light.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Thank you. Okay. In our Earth's time, we have people who are injecting, call it the jab, into them. These people that could not make it and return back to source, do you feel that any of them had any connection to injecting the jab into them?
Many of them, yes. It's contains many of the toxic substances that are interacting with the human energetic body.
Okay. So those people couldn't transform like the others to higher vibration and they return back to source.
Right.
Now, what about the ones that were still needed work and they fell to the ground and, still.
Some of those people had the jab, some of those people did not.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of this density within them, but there was still enough space. There was still enough light within the body that they could make the ultimate transformation, but it did take a toll on the body. It was hard. It was a difficult adjustment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so some of them did have the jab and they were able to transform them. And you said
Yes.
those people around them that didn't have a struggle,
Mm-hmm.
um, that helped, more light, less density, were
Mm-hmm.
able to help them lift. Um, and then they were ultimately able to make the transformation with them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But it was a struggle, got it for them.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's beautiful. Okay. Um, Anything else you want to tell us about this earth you're viewing? Anything else of importance?
No.
Very good. And going back to that space that you're there with with the others, you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that one of the beings was pregnant and she would have to go that she was going to go somewhere else. Can you tell us more about that?
It's like she went to the earth after the transformation to have her baby there because the child was meant to be there, was meant to help with something there.
So after the earth transformation, she went to.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. How did she go there? If she's in this, golden planet, how does she go to Earth with her child?
She doesn't actually go, it's just her child, and she stays there like we were before when they couldn't hear us and see us.
Mm-hmm.
But her child is born very near the transformation. And so then they are reunited after the transformation occurs because then we can interact with everyone.
Her child was born before the transformation?
It feels like during.
During the transformation. And then how is the child born during the transformation? Does someone have him or her? How does that work?
It's a human having her.
Oh, okay.
And the true mother is there, but she can't be seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we have children on earth, but we give them to their mothers on earth. And then we're with the child for its whole life. usually unseen. But the reason we were so excited for her is because the baby was born during the transformation, which means that she actually gets to exist with her baby on earth, and the child will actually know her in the physical. And that doesn't happen for us. So it's very exciting.
So then a mother birthed the child.
Yes.
And the mother, the original mother who's within this planet, was able to come forth into the planet and be with her child.
Yes.
And how's she able to enter into the planet?
She just floats down to the surface. Many times she enters through people's dreams. Many times she enters physically, but they can't see her until after the transformation.
It's beautiful. So it's almost like the mother from this golden planet is the original mother, because energetically she birthed the child, but the other mother physically birthed the child.
Yes.
Okay. That's beautiful. And then when she comes down to Earth after the transformation, she is reunited with her child.
Yes.
Is the child still baby, or is it more grown?
And she's very young. She's basically newborn.
Beautiful. Anything else we need to know about this this female and the child?
No, but this does happen often, where people from my planet, we birth children through humans. So it's like many children have two mothers, a physical mother and an energetic mother, and we watch over them their whole lives. These are the people that we whisper to and speak messages to.
Beautiful. Okay. So they're like your children.
Yes.
Do you have children on Earth?
Yes.
How many do you have?
Hundreds.
Beautiful. Good. Okay. Your children that you helped birth onto Earth, the hundreds.
Yes.
Are all of them able to not have this tar in them?
Yes.
None of them succumb to the tar?
No.
Beautiful. Good. Anything else you want to tell us about that?
No.
You, as this council, if we may call you perhaps this council of 7, is that okay? Do you have a message for us collectively? Would you be able to speak to us collectively?
Yes.
Thank you. Greetings.
Hello.
We'd love to hear a message from you. Thank you.
We've been with the earth for its entire existence, and we've been birthing children on the earth for a very long time, but there's more now than there ever has been before. Hundreds of thousands of our children on the earth.
Tell me, why is that needed?
To aid in this transformation.
Thank you. Thank you for your service, and what a beautiful mission.
Thank you.
Can you tell us more about U7? How do you procreate your children energetically?
It's us and Source sending a soul into a mother. The soul bonds with the sperm, and then the life is created within the mother, and we carry the energetics while the mother on earth builds the physical, and then they merge through the birth.
So you don't have like say sacred sex, but the physical on earth would, and you assist the sperm and the egg creation of that?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Got it. Anything else you want to share with us of importance?
No.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for showing us this detail. Very important. Let me think. Am I speaking to the higher self in some form right now?
Yes.
Okay, welcome, higher self. Thank you. Love you, honor you, and respect you. Okay, I'm trying to see if I have any questions. Let me think for a minute. If I have any questions on what you showed us. Oh, would you consider that what you showed us the final physical shift, the event, the shifting of the back to the, say, new earth, but the promised land?
Yes.
Okay. Was that this Earth or another?
This Earth.
And then these beings that you showed us, what dimension are they in?
The 7th.
Okay, and do they have a name?
No.
Okay, and we humbly thank them. So beautiful what they're doing to assist us all. Let's see. So once the shifts happens on this Earth, what dimension does it go into?
5th.
The 5th. Okay, and then those people that transform with the Earth. Well, tell me more about the beauties or what they get to do now that this Earth is back to being organic and its original organic blueprint.
Their body is cleansed of all the toxins and the poisons, of all of the things that kept their DNA dormant, that kept their physical vessel from not performing the way that it should. So they have many abilities, they have deep knowing, they have the ability to create and work with beautiful light technologies. They're able to travel anywhere. They're able to communicate with anyone through their minds. They're able to communicate with the plants, the animals, with everything around them to create the perfect ecosystem, the perfect homeostasis within their bodies and within the entire earth. They're able to know which plants are medicines. They're able to know where their people are and where they should build things and how they should build things and how to create in a way that is in perfect balance with the earth and all of Earth's creatures and with the universe.
How about this tar that you mentioned, that was, say, man-made, infringements? Does it have anything to do with AI?
Yes.
Okay, and then you mentioned already that there was a good majority had the jab in them that could,
Yes.
okay, that had to return back to source. So you mentioned that this is all basically transmuted out of this now organic earth. So what happens to the universe? Does the universe get to experience this as well, removing these inversions from them as well?
Yes, there is light that ripples out into the entire universe that helps break apart similar tars that are in other places, breaking that apart and helping light return to the souls, to the source light within every being, within every planet.
So does the universe become fully 100% back to organic?
Not 100%. There are
Mm-hmm.
still bits and pieces that we will continue to build. There may still be slight work to be done on other planets, but we're aware of it all now. We see it all now. There's no more hiding. It's all in plain view. And it's not bad or scary or negative. We just see it for what it is and we heal it together.
Okay. And how big is it that this Earth was able to accomplish this mission for the rest of perhaps the other planets that might need assistance?
It's massive transformation, something that so many beings have been waiting a very long time for. It feels like a central piece in the existence of the entire universe itself.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like where time changes.
So therefore, this AI that is in our universe has minimal control,
It has no control.
no control after this shifting of the Earth.
Correct.
Beautiful. It's just cleaning up. Is that what that is?
Correct.
Okay. Good. And healing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then so right now we have, amnesia, you could say. And you mentioned how once the shift happens, you no longer, you now can connect to these higher benevolent beings.
Yes.
So is amnesia removed?
Yes.
Fifth dimension?
Yes.
Okay, good. Mhm. Was it only in the third dimension where there was amnesia?
Yes.
Okay.
Much of the amnesia was caused by the third dimension itself, by the toxins and the poisons that created the tar. It interacted with the amnesia that was already there, creating it to be stronger than it normally would have been.
Okay. I don't have any other questions, sister. Anything else you want to share about this experience you shared with us, higher self?
No.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Now, higher self, is this a good time to begin her body scan?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was a much needed message. And wow, what a beautiful race. We humbly thank you. We love you, honor you, and respect you for assisting from the seventh dimension. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, higher self, is there a name that you go by?
No.
Wonderful. And can we now begin the body scan?
Yes.
Good. Would you like for us to call forth on any other benevolent beings to assist you, like angels or any other benevolent beings?
No.
Okay. Very good. If you can start, and then so from what level are you doing the body scan? What dimension are you in? Are we speaking to the seventh dimensional being or somewhere higher?
12th dimensional.
Okay. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and begin her body scan now. Higher self, scan her from head to toe, looking for any negative energies, entities, technologies. Let me know if she has anything. And you could also call forth on Divine Mother of Creation, Divine Father. Would you like to call for any of their assistance during the body scan?
Yes. Call forth Divine Mother.
Beautiful. Higher self, connect us to Divine Mother now. We'd like to speak to Divine Mother now.
Yes.
Greetings. Thank you, Divine Mother, for being here. We love you, honor you, and respect you.
Thank you.
Thank you. If we can ask Divine Mother and higher self, if you could work together during this entire body scan in it assisting. Thank you. Okay, so let's scan her body. Tell me, where would you like to begin at first? Any negative energies, entities, technologies in her?
The base of the skull.
Okay, what is going on in the base of the skull?
There is a thick density there, a blockage.
What is it? Is it an entity?
Entity.
Okay, what kind of entity is it? Is it an Archon, reptilian, or earthbound?
It's hard to tell.
Is it organic or artificial?
It's organic.
Is it earthly or is it alien?
Alien.
Okay. You're able to see and sense. What does it look like?
It's reptilian.
Okay, let's go ahead and contain that now with the alchemy symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Wonderful. Let's continue scanning her. Let's go ahead and find all entities in her now so we can contain them all. As we know, sometimes they could be sneaky and hide. So higher self and Divine Mother, scan her deeply, thoroughly. Where else does she have entities at?
The base of the spine.
Okay. These two entities, do they have any connection to her constant chronic pain that she said began, kind of at the base of the skull, the top of her
Yes.
neck down to the bottom? Okay. And what kind of entity is this? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
A reptilian.
Okay. Go ahead and contain it now within the base of the spine. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Wonderful. Continue scanning her. Where else does she have entities?
In the right shoulder.
What kind of entity? What kind of entity is that?
Feels non-organic.
Is it Archon?
No.
Is it artificial intelligence, like artificial intelligence consciousness? Or is it like an implant or a hook or?
Implant.
Implant. Okay. And you said right shoulder?
Yes.
Okay, we're directing Phoenix Fire, higher self, there now, to her shoulder, transmuting the implant now. Can we do that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, we're transmuting that out. Tell me, when did this implant come into her right shoulder?
High school.
What was going on with her then that allowed for it to attach?
The abusive relationship.
Good. We're transmuting that out. And tell me, what was it causing her by being there?
Rigidness, fear, lack mentality.
Good. We're healing all traumas that it caused. Higher self and divine mother. Can you do that?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Just let us know once that implant is transmuted out of her right shoulder. Let's continue scanning her. Where else does she have entities in her?
No more entities.
Okay. Scan her deeply, thoroughly one more time. Divine Mother, higher self, deeply, thoroughly, including her spine, her DNA, making sure there are no negative fractals in her DNA, nothing hiding. Everything's organic within her DNA.
There's something hiding in her bladder.
Okay. What kind of entity is that? Earthbound entity, archon, or reptilian?
Feels earthbound.
Okay. Contain it now with the alchemy symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Good. Let's scan her DNA. How does it look? Is it crystalline organic?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and deprogram any falseness within it of any kind that no longer serves her. Higher self, can you do that?
Yes.
And Divine Mother, good. Okay. Bringing it to full organic, crystalline. And let's see if there's anything else hiding. Sometimes they can hide like that. So we want to make sure we do not miss any entities. Does she have any other entities in her scanner deeply, thoroughly?
No.
Good. Okay. Before we move on to the entities, does she have any dark portals in her?
No.
Okay. Are there any dark portals in this space that she's at we need to close to complete this session successfully?
Yes.
Where is there a dark portal?
Above her.
Do we have permission, higher self, to close that dark portal?
Yes.
Good. Can you do that now with Divine Mother?
Yes.
Divine Mother, let us know once you close it. I'll wait till you get your response.
It's closed.
Wonderful. Both of you start healing that space where that portal was at. And we're doing this all within permission of the people that live there, correct?
Yes.
Good. Are we good to go now within the space? Good. Okay. Now, I'd like to speak to the reptilians that she has. So she has one at the base is called base of spine. Tell me, are these connected to one another or are they separate?
They're connected.
Okay, let me speak to them collectively. Divine Mother, higher self, bring them up now. Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you.
Thank
May
you.
we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. If you can tell us, when was it that you attached her in these areas?
In childhood.
Okay, and what was going on with her that allowed for you to attach them?
There was fear and anger with her father, and we latched on to that.
Okay. Let's start healing that trauma there. Higher self and Divine Mother. Okay, very good. And can you tell us, do you have a reptilian body somewhere else that you're connected to?
Yes.
Okay. And can you connect us now to the reptilian body that you're connected to, please? We'd like to speak to them now.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you for speaking to us. We love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. If you could tell us, where is it that you're located at?
Beneath Earth's surface.
Okay. What is it that you're doing there?
I'm stuck here.
Mm-hmm. How many of you are there?
A couple hundred.
Can you describe to us your surroundings?
It's like caves and tunnel systems.
Why are you stuck there?
Because we can't be on the surface of the earth anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it these hundreds, is it just males or are there females or
Both.
are there any reptilian children?
No.
Okay. Good. All right. Now, what we're doing is we're assisting entities like you who are stuck like you are to polarize to positive ascend. As you know, as we spoke about during the session, the event, the ascension is going to come forth. And when this happens, if you're not the matching vibration, which at this point you are not, you will be transmute it straight back to source. And instead, we'd love to assist you to spread your light and positively ascend into a higher realm. Would you allow for us to help you spread your light?
Yes.
Wonderful. 100, is it hundreds or 100?
Hundreds.
Like 200, 300, or?
Yes, 300.
300, okay. Speaking to all 300 of you there now, find the light within you. Divine Mother,
Yes.
if you can, which your essence, help them find their light, help them spread their light till all that is of themselves. And those 300, Divine Mother, did they attach to anyone else besides?
Yes.
Who else did they attach to?
Many others.
How many?
About 200.
Can you ask those higher selves of those 200 if they will allow for us to remove those reptilian consciousness from them?
Yes, they will.
Beautiful. Go ahead and start that process, Divine Mother. Start removing, spreading the light of those 200s, and then removing the consciousness. And then once they're all light, let's make the reptilians whole once more, the 300 inside in the caves. Make them whole once more, fully whole. And let me know once they're fully whole and they're all light.
It is done.
Beautiful. Now, let's see. Beautiful. Let me see. Okay. And if Divine Mother and your Legion of Love, can you start healing those 200 they attach, as well as healing all parts of her, the base of the skull, base of the spine, where they attach and cause any damage to? Can we do that? Good. Thank you, higher self, as well. Now, speaking to the now positive polarized entities, do you have a message for her before you go?
No.
Very good. Can we call forth, higher self, do we have permission to call forth an Archangel Azrael who will ensure their safe passageway?
Yes.
Beautiful. Connect us to Archangel Azrael, higher self.
Hello.
Greetings, brother. Love you, honor you, and respect you. As always, thank you for your assistance. If you can go ahead, tell us where is it that you're taking these now positive polarized entities?
I'm taking them to a much lighter place to heal.
Good. You and your Legion, if you can ensure their safe passageway to ensure that they don't get lost along the way. Thank you for your assistance.
Yes.
Wonderful. Speaking back to Divine Mother and higher self.
Yes.
Okay, good. And how's so we're healing all parts of her again, and definitely healing that pain that she has in her entire spine.
Yes.
Good, good. Helping it with love light, filling it in all with love light, helping her be more fluent with her back and no more pain there. And then the implant in her right shoulder, is that transmuted out?
Yes, it is.
Good. Let's go ahead and start filling in love light there as well. And then also her digestive issues. What is that connected to?
Being stuck in survival mode as a child, unable to fully process. And there's also a disconnection from earth, like an ungroundedness to the earth, like not fully resonating with where the earth is right now. So the food that comes from the earth is harder for her to digest.
Okay, good. Can we start healing that for her so she won't have digestive issues anymore?
Yes.
Is there anything that she's eating currently that you don't want her to eat that might be causing this as well?
No.
Okay. Start healing that for her now, please. All right. And then as far as healing, she feels that there was some kind of sexual trauma with her brother when she was younger.
Yes.
What can you share about that? And can we start healing that for her now, please? So she no longer, she says she did a lot of work, but we want to make sure that's fully healed to the root. Can you do that?
Yes, it is healed.
There's a few things I want to confirm for the body scan. Can you scan her for any other implants, hooks, or portals?
Yes.
Does she have any? Let me know.
Feels like something in the head.
What's within the head, higher self? Divine Mother?
Some kind of hook.
Some kind of hook? Okay.
Yes.
Divine Mother, go ahead and remove that for us and let us know once it's removed.
It is removed.
Beautiful. Higher self, Divine Mother, start healing that space. And what was connected to that hook?
Feels like control.
Who or what was connected to that?
Herself.
Herself?
Yes.
Why?
It was feelings of burden, of expectation, of having to control all the outcomes, having to take care of everything, having to be responsible for everything.
Yes, she felt that she's always had to play this role for her family.
Yes.
Good. So we're removing that and the need for that as the higher self sees fit. Can we do that?
Yes.
Be more free and sovereign, no longer having to do that for others, unless it's organic, of course.
Yes.
Okay. Any other hooks, implants, or portals, or
No.
negative technologies or wires? Scan her for any negative technologies or wires.
There's nothing else.
Wonderful. How about negative cords? Scan her for that. Does she have any?
No.
Okay. And then higher self, can we age regress her?
Yes.
How many years?
10.
Good. Begin that process now. And then higher self and divine mother, start healing all her chakras, making sure all are aligned and none of them are blocked, opening up her third eye and activating her abilities further, also expanding her heart to the biggest it can be. As we notice, this beautiful being was infinite love. Is her heart operating right now in the most infinite love that is possible now?
Yes.
Good. So we're expanding her heart further as her higher self sees fit. We're also healing her auric field, ensuring that it's crystalline, organic, and no tears or any damage within it. Can you do that, higher self?
Yes.
Mother? Thank you. Okay. And then divine mother, does she have any fragmented soul pieces that need to be regained back to her?
Yes.
Okay. How many did go ahead and find them? How many did you find?
Just one.
Good. Let's bring it back to her. And then you and higher self, divine mother and higher self, go ahead and make her soul whole. Heal it and make her soul whole once more. And tell me, why did it fragment off?
Because of lost love.
Okay, so we're healing that now, please, for her.
Yes.
Does she have any good? Okay. And does she have any negative contracts?
No.
Very good. And then let's go ahead and heal all current life trauma and past life trauma. Can we do that for her?
Yes.
Good. Higher self, are we done with today's body scan?
Yes.
And higher self, with your permission, we usually have at least one archangel double check that there is nothing missing. Are we able to do that today?
Yes.
Good. Which archangel would you like for us to connect to scan her entire body?
Michael.
Good. Divine Mother, higher self, connect us to Archangel Michael now, please. We'd like to speak to him now.
Hello.
Greetings, brother. As always, thank you for your assistance every day for the universe. We love you, honor you, and respect you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Now, if you can scan her one last time, Michael, making sure that we did not miss anything. Scan her for any negative energies, entities, implants, hooks, contracts, cords, anything that's inorganic, that is not part of her organically. Does she have anything else we're missing? Deeply, thoroughly scan her.
No.
Beautiful. Thank you for that confirmation. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Wonderful. Thank you, Divine Mother, as well for your beautiful assistance today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. May I please speak back to her higher self now?
Yes. Hello.
Good. Thank you. Okay, higher self, she has a couple questions. May I ask them now?
Yes.
Good. Okay. She wants to know what is her purpose and why, and purpose, and is she living in alignment with it?
She is living in alignment with it. And she knows her purpose. She's here to assist and to bring light and to shine herself towards the darkness in the world, in other people, in herself, and to bring that light to the surface.
Beautiful, similar to that seventh dimensional expression you showed her.
Yes.
Anything else? What was the purpose of you showing her that life?
So that she could understand how deeply she is a part of this earth and this process. Sometimes she feels she's very far away from this place, and she needs to understand how deeply her role is meant to be here on the earth at this time, and for how long that's been her purpose.
Beautiful. Okay. And then she wants to know, why has she not been able to find a compatible life partner?
Because she's so focused on shining the light into others that she's only seeking darkness in others instead of seeking people with light as well.
Good. Thank you. She wants to know, are there any men currently in her life that she might have romantic contracts with?
She doesn't have any contracts that she has to fulfill.
Okay. Very good. And she also knows, what is her soul origins?
She has many different soul origins. She's lived many places.
At the highest aspect, is there a specific you want to share with her?
Syrian.
Beautiful. Okay. And then what are her gifts and how does she develop them?
Her gifts are already developing. She just has to trust them. She needs to connect more and meditate more. She needs to keep her heart open.
Beautiful. And now that she saw, this clear vessel, she I think it always assists everyone profoundly in developing their gifts.
Yes, it will.
Good. She wants to know, what is connection to ancient Egypt?
She lived there in the physical realm before. She was a big part of the development at that time. She was what we would call now a goddess of that time.
Very good. Anything else you want to share about her? With her?
No.
Okay. She wants to know, what should she be focusing her energy on and career on?
Joy. Following things that make her happy, following things that feel good in her body, making decisions for herself and not for anyone else.
She wants to know, is there anywhere specific on earth she's meant to be?
She can be anywhere.
She wants to know, what is her role in Ascension? Well, I think you shared that a lot today, right? Anything else you want to share with her?
Already doing it, just sharing love and light, helping people transmute fear.
Let me see if there's any other questions that I can think of for her. I don't have any other questions, higher self. Is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't?
No.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right, higher self, are we complete with today's session?
Yes.
Beautiful. May I bring her back?
Yes.
Good. I want to thank again Divine Mother, Higher Self, and Archangel Michael, Azrael, anyone else who assisted today with her beautiful healing. We love you, honor you, thank you, and respect you. Thank you. Welcome back. Take your time. When you sit up, drink some water. How do you feel?
I feel very floaty.
Wow, that was amazing, huh?
Yeah, that was really amazing.
That was beautiful. I don't tell people, but I'm able to see and sense everything with you. So that was pretty beautiful.
It was so beautiful.
I love those crystals. I wanted to hug them. They were gloriously magnificent.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
It was. And I could see that one, the friend in the table, and how she was pregnant. She was glowing, just like, oh my God, and the excitement.
Yeah, everything was so bright and so glowy.
Yes, the golden energy, huh? The seventh dimension is such a powerful dimension too, because what they explain is it's like the heart in many forms of the tree of life.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's right at the center. We teach from the Kabbalah. It's right at the center, so that's the heart.
Oh, wow.
So that's what they talk about, right? They talked about
Yeah.
love, about heart,
Yeah.
about,
And the
yeah,
green stone, the heart,
that's
and
right.
the trees.
Yes. And then, wow. And then that energy, I could feel it like when they were, because they were like, I don't remember if you said it, but they were sending the energy down into earth. You could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just really magical.
Mm-hmm.
No words to explain that. Um, yeah, so that was crazy, huh? How the people with the tar, a lot of
Yeah.
those people were the jab ones, and how they were
Yeah.
just returning back to source. And I
Mhm.
actually just finished saying that last night when I was talking to my aura practitioners and my raw Reiki
Mhm.
practitioners. And I was just telling them that if they're too distorted, they're too dark,
Mhm.
they're gonna have to return back to source when the wave comes. I literally finished explaining that to them
Huh.
last night, and then here you are.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such an interesting visual, especially in comparison to like the golden, beautiful light and all of that. That was very interesting to see.
Also, what's really beautiful is that I've always said that a lot of people think that there's really no hope for them, but I've
Mhm.
always said that there is hope. It's going to be a rough journey, but there is
Right.
hope to shift them. I
Yeah.
love how you showed us, the people that were helping them lift up, but it was almost
Mhm.
like they were almost dying, like a heart attack,
Right.
kind of,
Right.
recalibrating, like you explained.
Mhm.
So I love that. That is gives hope
Mhm.
that there is a potential for
Yeah.
healing it, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Wow, I love that. That's definitely my favorite part.
Yeah.
Love you, honor you, I
Love
respect you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sister. Bless you,
Thank you.
Sue, and have a glorious day.
Thank you. You too.
I love.
Bye.
Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you, explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book one. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the mind lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other cells. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.